Hey, good morning. This is Steve McMurray again, otherwise known as Mr. Stev, coming to you from Carolina Beach. And just wanted to present to you again this second acronym, or second letter in the acronym, R.O.P.E. Remember, we're talking about climbing the mountain of fear with a rope. And last time we talked about recognizing the fear and having a why as to why we want to even approach the peak. Why do we even want to attempt the climb and get out of the fear? So we have to recognize our limiting beliefs, and rather than looking back at our failures, we need to look back at our successes and allow those to encourage us and propel us to that next peak, to that next step on our trek over the fear mountain, if you will. Today, the second letter is O for optimism. Now, there's a lot of misunderstanding, I think, about optimism. Sometimes it's kind of a Pollyanna view that we just think, oh, everything's going to be okay, and we're just thinking positive, and instead of really understanding optimism for what it is. It is more than just the opposite of pessimism, which is, of course, saying, oh, I can never do any better, I can never climb out of this hole, I'm never going to be any more than what I am now, or what people have told me that I am. And that's kind of a pessimistic view, that you'll never improve, you'll never get better, you'll never overcome that fear. Optimism has been likened to a person in a burning building that is not saying, oh, isn't the heat nice, isn't the fire warming, isn't the fire looking beautiful. That's kind of a Pollyanna positive view. Optimism instead is saying, we got a problem here and we need to overcome it and let's look for a way out. So the optimist really looks for an opportunity and takes himself and other people with him. And that's such a powerful thing for us to get a hold of, particularly in business or whatever endeavor we are, whether with athletics or simply trying to be a better parent. You need to be able to see the opportunity. When kids fail, when we fail as parents, or when we fail as marketers, when we fail in business, look for the opportunity to learn from it, to grow from it, and really to take something away from it that we can teach others to perhaps avoid that failure, or just show them how to get out of it. There's always opportunities, and today we live in a tremendous world of opportunity. There's tremendous opportunity for each of us to use the amazing leverage of the internet to reach a worldwide audience with whatever it is that we happen to believe in or feel strongly about or want to share with the world and provide value. And that is really the key. That's what all of us want to do, is to hopefully that's what all of us want to do. If you're going to succeed in business or you're going to succeed in anything, is we want to provide value, and that we can provide value. We need to get over the limiting beliefs that we can't provide value. We need to get over the limiting beliefs that we don't know how to provide value. But instead, look at what we've learned in the past, the value we have provided to others, and use that to propel us forward. And really, when obstacles come, when difficulties come, that we look for that opportunity to move forward, to get out of the difficulty, to overcome the fear. This occurred I mentioned last time, it occurred when we were doing a climb out in Colorado. There was 4 or 5 of us, I believe, and we had reached a point where all of us were very tired. Some of us had trained better than others. Myself, I had not trained enough, and so I was kind of becoming discouraged. I was hurting, my feet were hurting, my breath was short. And all of us wanted to make it together, and this also points to the value of teamwork. So one of the fellows that I was with, who had trained better, he was actually older than I am, but he had a much more optimistic spirit. He shared part of the load that I was carrying and put it on his own back and just continued to trek up the hill. This not only shamed me, but it did encourage me as well to keep on going that we were in this together, and this man really showed me a way to move forward. I was able to recover later and share the burden back again, but it did teach me that necessity for not only teamwork, but for following those who are optimistic, who do look for the opportunity, learn from them, and then be able to share it with others. So I hope this helps, not only in recognizing the fear, looking past at our successes so that it propels us to move forward, and then looking for the opportunities when difficulties arise. This is Steve McMurray once again. Please stay tuned for the further installments of this, and look forward to the email showing up in your box in a couple of days. Thanks again, and remember, keep learning to keep earning.